Hey guys, so I'm just coming on to do a little chat video. Um, my hair is a mess and I'm in my PJs, but whatever. Um, I had wanted to vlog today, but it's been a crazy day. So by the time you guys see this, it's probably going to be a week after I film this. So I'm filming this video on July 6th. July 6th. Saturday, July 6th. And we are leaving on July 8th in the very early morning. We are going to be leaving, I believe we're leaving here, being picked up by Alex's dad at 5 a.m. to drive us to the airport because our flight got bumped up earlier. So it is leaving at like 7 something, and we're supposed to be landing in Charlottetown, PEI around 11:40, I think it is, a.m. because they are an hour ahead. I think it is. They're an hour ahead of us. So it's about a 2.5 hour flight, I believe. So things have been really quite busy this week. I've been hustling and bustling all week between cleaning, as I've mentioned in some other videos. I also had a job interview for a part-time nanny job on Tuesday. It, however, is not my first choice for a nanny job because the hours are less. It would only be 12 hours a week, but there is a potential for the hours to increase later, although I'm not sure how much later. I did really like the family. They were very pleasant, very nice. They really liked me. And they have a 3-month-old baby, which I would, she was adorable. She had tons of hair, chubby cheeks. I'd love to look after the baby. It's just that it's really not a lot of money. And it's not much more than what I've been getting from EI. So things would be really, really tight. So it's kind of like a last case scenario because my EI is going to be running out in August. So I need to find something fast. However, I did have 2 other job interviews this morning for other jobs that would be every day of the week, but it would only be like 3 to 4 hours per day. And it would be after school care for some children. And they're willing to pay a pretty decent rate. So it would be worth the time. One is closer to home. It would be about a 40-minute commute, and the other one is back in the same area where I was working, taking care of Margaret and Annie, and would be like an hour commute. And funny enough, it's actually even closer to where my very first nanny job was. So I was saying, like, to Alex, it would be so crazy if I would run into, if I ended up getting that job, if I would run into the little boy who was my first nannying job, because he, I believe, is going to be starting grade 8 this year, and he would, so like in a year he's going to high school. Like, it's just crazy to me because he was 2.5 years old when I started looking after him. So anyways, I have 3 options essentially in my back pocket. They all seem to really like me. They all were planning to call my references, and I'm just kind of, so I was supposed to hear back from the one that I had the interview with on Tuesday this weekend, but I haven't yet, and I'm kind of hoping I don't yet because the 2 that I had the interview with today, they wouldn't be contacting me until like right after we get back from our trip, so like next weekend. So I'm kind of like hoping to just see. So like if I don't get one of the 2 I interviewed for today, then the last resort would be to take the one that I interviewed for on Tuesday for the time being, because I need something, because EI is going to run out soon, so I need something. And that one is actually only like a half-hour commute, which would be really nice, but, and I love the little baby, like she's so cute, but it's just like 12 hours a week is like barely enough. Like we'd just be scraping by, so it would be kind of difficult. But at least I have 3 options, and I feel pretty positive that I will either be offered one or all of them, and then I'll have to make a choice because I felt that positively about the situation. I would say that the first family that I interviewed with, that's an hour commute, I felt more comfortable with them during the interview process than I did with the 40-hour commute job that I had. That was the second interview I had today. They were nice, but I wasn't quite as comfortable talking to the parents in the interview. Not that there was anything wrong with them, like they were very nice, but I don't know, it was just something that like I wasn't sure. But the little girl that I would be looking after seemed very sweet, and I actually felt somewhat of a connection to her because she's very shy, and she actually reminded me a lot of myself when I was a child, because she apparently loves to sing and dance and do art, but she's very introverted, which is exactly, that's me, like to a T. Like I was like that growing up, and I still kind of consider myself introverted. I've just gotten better over the years with my shyness, but so like we meshed in that sense. And like, even though she was a little shy with me, she smiled a lot at certain things. And apparently she told me she loves the musical Annie. And I was like, well, I love Annie. So, and she likes Frozen, which I do too. So I thought like that would be really cool. The other job, that's the hour commute, has a much higher pay rate as well, so that's kind of swaying me as well. But I would be taking care of 3 children, which makes me a little bit nervous, but at the same time they're all school aged, so it's not like I'm gonna have to do lifting or diaper changing or anything like super physical. And I would basically be taking care of them for like 3 hours a day. And I have the choice to come in an hour before I pick them up from school, and I would just basically do like the kids' laundry or like prep lunches for the next day of school, which I don't mind doing that. It would, if it means more pay. So, I mean, I'd only have them for 3 hours, and some of them go to dance class apparently after school on one of the days, so I would have to walk them there. So, I mean, I don't think it would be too bad because they're of that age. And actually, there's a set of twins, 6-year-old twins, and they're all girls. So I don't know, they seemed really sweet. They were very excited to meet me. They actually had questions for me, the girls, and they asked me if I like to do art, if I like ice cream. They were really cute. So yeah, so I just thought I would come on to do like a little vlog or a chat, basically to let you know what's been going on this week with the job hunt. So I'm hoping that by next weekend I'll have found out that I have a job, and all of them would be starting in August essentially. The one that's the shorter hours, that's closer to home, it may start around the end of July, or it would be August as well. So it like would work out perfectly because my EI ends in August and I'd be starting a job, so it would be ideal. So yes, that is what's happening in the job field. And then the rest of the week, so like the first half of the week, I was doing a lot of cleaning jobs that I had put off for a while. Like things that I really needed to get done. So I dusted all of my ornaments and collections, dolls, stuffed animals. Like usually I do those every 3 months. I think I mentioned this in another video. I usually do them every 3 months, but I think it's been like over a year since I did them. The last time I remember doing them was, I think it was like right before my jaw surgery, which was February 2018, end of February. And so the only things that I have dusted since then would be like my American dolls, because I usually will dust them off when I change them. And same as my reborns, I will usually, like, if it's been a while since I changed one, when I change them, I will give them a wipe down. But my stuffed animals and like my cloth dolls and that, and my ornaments, well, my ornaments I did around Christmas time, but yeah, so I got all that done. I got some monthly cleaning that I do finish. So I did that for like the first week. Then Alex and I, over the course of like 2 nights, finalized our itinerary for our trip. And I'm like so excited now. Like it's so real. It's like 2 days away, and I'm like, actually now it's like 1 day away, because it's like 9 p.m. on a Saturday. So it's like, oh my God, I'm really excited. So yeah, so I mean, between basically the last half of the week was trying to film some videos to have up while I'm away. I was hoping to have enough for all of the days I'm away, but I think I'm going to be missing 2 days while I'm gone. I didn't have time to film 2 more videos. I was gonna do them today, but it's really, really hot here. Like we're having a heat wave, and honest to God, last night I could not sleep. Like I was tossing and turning all night because I was so hot. We had our fan on, but I couldn't feel it. I was boiling hot. And so like when I had to get up at like 7 a.m. this morning to get ready for these interviews, I was like dragging my butt. And by the time I finished the interviews, I had a massive headache, and I've had it all day. So I just took the day to just rest, because I've been doing so much all week, and I'm like, I really need to just rest my body today as much as I can, because we're gonna have a busy week ahead. We have so many places that we want to go to in such a short time frame. Like I'm probably overextending myself a bit, but I know that generally for me anyways, I find when I go on a trip, I do generally push myself and overextend myself, and I do have to recoup after a trip. It's to be expected for me. I do have to like recuperate from a trip, because I think what ends up happening is I end up running on adrenaline, because I'm like so excited, and like I want to like see this and do this, and I almost like forget what's going on in my body and that. So I mean, at least we're gonna have a car. We're renting a car, because Alex works for a car rental company. He was able to get us a major discount on it. And we got some gas gift cards for our anniversary from Alex's dad, so we can do all the traveling we need with the car. So I mean, that's gonna help. And I think like our busiest day is gonna be the Tuesday, because I have like all things Anne of Green Gables basically in that day, and it's between like the museums and the filming locations. But it's gonna be like, I think it's gonna be okay, because like we're gonna drive to one location, be there for about a half hour, Then the next location's 10 minutes from there, so it'll be a little bit of a drive. So it'll be like in and out of the car throughout the day. So I should have like moments where I'm resting, but I just thought like I just want to try to conserve some energy today because tomorrow we've got packing to do. I was going to start packing today as well, but I was just like so tired, and I tried to have a nap, but I couldn't nap because it's still really hot in here. I'm probably going to take a sleeping pill tonight to hopefully try to sleep. It's just so hot. Like, I can't wait to go on this trip because it's much cooler over there, and I'm really looking forward to that. So yeah, so just basically, other than my interviews today, I've been relaxing, and now we're having issues with our TV. So basically, I was just chilling on the couch, streaming some YouTube videos to our TV, and all of a sudden our TV started going wacky. It kept flipping between sources, so it would go from like TV to Blu-ray to Chromecast to our boxy source, and it would just flip through them on its own, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? So I thought maybe our remote battery was going or something. I tested the batteries and they're good, but I switched them out anyway and it still didn't do anything. And so we've come to realize, Alex did some Googling, and we found out that it has to do with the sensor on the TV for the remote. He's found a video on how to fix it, but we have to basically take the back panel off of the TV, and we couldn't get it off because our screwdriver wasn't long enough to get into where the screw is. So Alex has gone to his uncle's, who's like around the corner, to get some screwdrivers, and he just came back with them. I'm just doing a vlog. So we're hopefully going to get the TV fixed. And as for tomorrow, before our trip, we are going to be packing tomorrow. And after dinner, we're going to take Riley to my mom's. He's going to be staying there for the week. And it's been a few years since he's been there. But he's been there like, I think he stayed with her, what, like 2 or 3 times? Something like that. And he's usually fine there. He likes to go and sit in the windowsills. So I think he'll enjoy that. I'm just mostly nervous about my mom having to give him his medicine. Is what I'm mostly nervous about. Because I don't know how she'll make out with that. But hopefully, at the very least, she can get his kidney medication in him. Since it's a liquid, it's pretty easy. But I don't know if I mentioned it in another video, but he's been having skin irritations again. So our vet had told us if it came back that we could give him Reactin for allergies. It's like the human Reactin that you get at the drugstore. So we've been giving him a half of a tablet every day, and it seems to be, he still has some skin irritations, but it's like keeping them at bay, and it's keeping them from getting like swollen and severe. So I'm hoping my mom can get that in him every day too, but I don't know how that's gonna go over. But we'll see. I'm not expecting her to give him his anti-nausea pill because that's the one that if I don't get it just right and he tastes it, then he starts drooling and foaming at the mouth and everything. So I just have a feeling that won't work out. So I told my mom he should be okay without it for the week, but he may throw up at once at some point. So just a forewarning. But usually once he gets back on the regimen, like, he'll be fine. So that's basically what we'll be doing tomorrow, and then we leave on Monday for a trip, and I'm very excited. So I guess that's pretty much it. I don't really have much else to fill you in on, but so yes, this is going to go up in about a week because I have a whole bunch of other videos that I've already uploaded and scheduled to go live while I'm away. And so yeah, there'll be probably 2 days in there where you guys won't see videos, but then once I get back, I'll start editing the video from our trip so you guys can see what we see and do and all of that. So it's very exciting. I'm really excited to see Green Gables, to see the Red Sands beach, and we discovered a couple days ago something called the Singing Sands beach. So it's apparently like when you walk on the sand there, it makes like a sound, like a high-pitched sound or something. So I'm excited about that, and I'm excited to see the Bay of Fundy, and we're gonna go whale watching, so I'm really excited about that. And we'll be doing a whole bunch of other stuff too, but those are like the main things that I'm really excited about. And that's about it. So stay tuned. I'm thinking basically the vlogs of our trip are going to follow this vlog for you guys. So stay tuned for that, and I hope you all had a wonderful week and we'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.